Hello, lifers! I will be interrupting your regularly scheduled vlog for this important question. So I got this great comment from X75 Hurricane. I assume that's not his or her real name. And so I'm going to share that with you in just a second before I begin. I have personal feelings in this, but really what I want from this video, I'm actually going to post a poll, just because it turns out YouTube can do polls. If I can figure that out, I'm going to put it in the, if I can, I'm going to put it in the description or the comments section. So if you would take that poll on this question, then that would be greatly appreciated. Again, I have my opinions. I'm going to share my opinions after, I got a little pizza or something. After I finish reading it, I'll give you my, I want to read it first, and then I want you to think about it, and then I'm going to talk, because I want you to kind of make that decision. I don't want to affect your decision. I don't know, overcomplicated. So at some point you're just gonna answer the survey, which will be in the, I'll put it both in the comments and in the description, just to make it easy. So here it is. X75 Hurricane. Jason, why don't you just disable the comments on here? There are lots of idiots trolling your son's video, especially in more recent times, and they seriously need to be shut down. It's fools like these with their intentional, cruel comments who have caused our 27-year-old daughter to scar her body by cutting. In order to cope with the, it's a bad word, so I just won't say it, even though I say bad words occasionally, the stuff they spew just because they can. Our girl who has Aspergers has suffered at the hands of bullies all her life, but as she says, at least the majority of them said stuff to her face, unlike gutless losers who get to YouTube, Facebook, etc. Here's hoping your dear son never has to endure the pain of bullying, and please consider disabling the comments so trolls have no platform to bully from. Take care, my friend, from a concerned parent in New Zealand. I really appreciate that comment, and I'm glad that you shared your story, because I know that's hard to, it's not easy to share your personal story. So I'm curious from the rest of you what you guys think about that. And I've actually been thinking about this for a couple days. Well, I got 6 days ago. So I want you to think about it now, and I'm going to go ahead and start talking about my thoughts. Again, I extremely appreciate the comment, and I appreciate your story, and I appreciate your concern for my son. I have to look through, I think first thing that sort of throws me off is I think I'm getting comments that I can't actually read, because it was posted on, our most popular video, and to be honest, this is the first time I've been notified of a comment in a long time, so I can't tell if YouTube's kind of like, oh, this has like over 250 comments, so we'll stop notifying you. I don't know if it's like how they're commenting, or if it's comments I can't see. So I was personally just surprised. The second thing is, I definitely am not going to disable the comments. And the reason why is because even looking at here, I'm looking at the comments. First one says, thank you for sharing her story. Second one is just, all it says is, he looks normal. He's smart, confident, and pretty much happy. I think the doctors now give away diagnosis a bit too easy. And I actually remember that comment because that was 11 months ago. And basically the guy's like, he lived in some country, he said, that used to be communist, and so they're sort of behind on a lot of stuff. I don't know. I just remember because he was going back and forth with somebody else. Next one comes from someone with autism and just says, hey, I just want to clear stuff up. Blah, blah, blah. And talks about diagnosis. And again, so most of these are positive, right? And I actually haven't even seen it other than the one. This one says the amount of conspiracy theories. So again, I can't tell I can't tell. At least the top 10 of these, I haven't seen anything really that negative, other than saying maybe he doesn't have autism. Um, that doesn't take away your claim. I think so, because you're right. I mean, just because I don't see him right here doesn't mean anything. So I'm not going to disable them because there's so many good comments, and a lot of these are other people who have stories that I like to hear, and I think anyone who finds these will want to see. I also like that the one negative one that is at the top, basically people, the next like 20 after it are all people saying, you're an idiot. Like, what are you talking about? You can't make that diagnosis from your video screen. So again, I'm definitely not going to disable comments. And I have my other thought would be to delete comments. And again, part of it is, like I said, this one I don't think I really see any that are like, I think there was one that was kind of mean. Now that I think about it, because it was a long time ago, and again, I left it to kind of just be, yeah, these are all nice. I just responded to it saying, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, like some of these are just like, "Oh, he's well behaved," and it's like, well, that's not what autism. He well behaved at time. I would say that he's not always well behaved. No kid is, but yeah, that doesn't. You can be well behaved and autistic. I think what I'm going to do is go through these and see if there's anything really mean, because I feel like, somebody just saying he does have autism, I think is a good learning moment, especially when you have other people who are saying, yeah, you don't, like, that's kind of what a lot of autism awareness people are fighting for, is that idea of a child doesn't always look autistic. Like, it's not like this is what it. Whoa, take two. Sorry about that. Phone died. That's a good sign that I'm talking too much. So I'll repeat myself real quick and recap. Again, I'm excited to hear your thoughts. I feel like disabling the comments is a bad idea. And actually just scrolling through it again just now, I realized like how many people who I consider friends or people I know online, who I met through this very video, and them leaving a comment. And actually one person who I knew from something else that had weirdly found me, I knew her. She had bought I had an animation course that she had purchased, and then it turned out I had no idea. She's got a bunch of, I don't know if they're all grown up now, but at least high school grown up kids who all had autism, and she homeschooled. So I got to email her and ask her questions about that. And so disabling feels like not an option. I'd like to police it better. But the other issue is I don't have a lot of time. Like I have a hard enough time staying up to date on comments anyways. And so, that's an issue. Another thing being that most of the negative comments I feel like aren't super negative. I have deleted a few. Actually, I just deleted some here, or at least reported them, that were mean, or at least cursing or inappropriate, in that sense of like too forceful. I have deleted other inappropriate comments in the past, so I think I'm just going to keep doing that. And actually, you guys can help me with that. I believe you can, if you see a comment, there's a little like ... on the right, and you can report it as bullying or whatever you think it is. Especially if they're swearing, because then, YouTube will take care of it, and you can help me, and it'll save me the time, because I have a hard enough time keeping up with comments as it is, just because I'm making videos, so it's hard to like respond to everyone, even though my channel's still pretty small. And so, it's like if I have only an hour in a day, like today, I have less than an hour to work on this. It's like I have to decide, do I want to make the video or do I want to comment? And luckily there was a comment, and so that's my plan, just to delete what I can find that are negative. I'm going to leave up the ones, some of them that aren't, the ones that say, oh, he doesn't look like autism. I feel like autistic. I feel like those are, I think to a lot of parents that would feel negative, but also to like people like me, it doesn't feel negative. Um, and I feel like sharing that with my son when he's older can be a learning experience, because those comments in a lot of ways are you could almost call them call it a compliment, in that, he's worked really hard to, our goal, as I've learned from my vlogs. Luckily, I had an autistic kid tell me our goal shouldn't be to make him normal, and I'm like, oh, you're completely right. And if I didn't have comments, I wouldn't have learned that lesson, and I don't know where that was, but that was a lesson. Actually, I think that's on this video. I don't remember the video. Anyways, that's a lesson I learned from the comments. And so, but it shows that he's made progress communication wise, and just better at interacting. Also, going through them with him, he can see that those comments are from ignorance. They're not from, and hopefully prep him for bullying a little better, and understanding that, I mean, it's not fair that he has to realize people aren't going to understand him, but it's still a lesson that I plan on teaching him. But I also plan on teaching it with my dad as well, because I feel like I was not very well understood as a kid, and sort of survived living in my own world. It's not like I was, in danger, but I just never really felt like I had friends, but I wasn't good at making friends, and I just always felt like I was the weird one in the group. And so I had a very vivid imagination that allowed me to not really care in certain situations. And so I feel like those are good lessons. It's a good lesson to say, hey, this person might say something mean, but he didn't mean it to be mean. Things like that. There's like a lot of lessons to learn there. And so hopefully I'll have an opportunity when he gets, a better ability to communicate, to teach him those lessons and use those comments for that. So again, I want to say thank you again for the comment, because it's obviously coming from a place of love, and I can't thank you enough for that, and for caring, and caring for my son as well. I think and you shared it in a very loving way. Like I've had people who in the comments who are they want to give me their opinion, but not make it seem like, not do it in a nice way. Basically tell me what to do. And I did a video saying, stop telling me what to do a while back. And so yours definitely did not have that. I appreciate it. Not that sort of sentiment to you. So yeah, I want to thank you again. And I would like to hear other people, because I know that those of you that watch my videos, they also comment. So it's like, if I disable comments, even if it's on a video you're not really commenting on anymore, I know, yeah. Thank you guys again. If you see a negative comment, please report it. That'll save my life. It'll save me hours of my life. So, thumbs up. It's actually almost midnight, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thumbs up. Check out the poll, and that's in the comments or in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow.